Welcome back to another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover the Micromachine Rock Quarry playset. This playset is really neat. Micromachines did many versions of this playset design and style. When I'm saying that, I'm talking about basically the base that this sets on. This base is designed to actually come apart. Let me show you that real quick, and you know, it's kind of neat what this does, because the one thing about Micromachines is the fact that they try to make them portable, and making them portable was a big key point. In fact, you got this gigantic base here, by the way, that's got all this cool sticker art on here, which makes it look like an actual construction yard. This folds in half. So that way it's small enough for you to be able to put it in your pocket. The cool thing is all this stuff here would actually break down and fit inside this. So that way you can actually carry the entire set with you. In the box. Because, you know, it's cool. And I like it. And that's what's neat about it. Anyway, if you guys are trying to find authentic ones, it will literally say Glue right there in 1987. And the cool thing is these all had like these teeth on the sides. So they all interchanged, and you were able to like lay these out and create an enormous city out of them. If you wanted to, you can literally fill up an entire table full of just these things. They had stuff, which you name it. They had banks. They had fish and chips. They had a car wash. They had service repair. They had a military base. They had a thing where a bridge went up and down and let boats go through. They had an airport. You name it like this. It was awesome. These were really cool, and I am only missing one thing, and that's the little tiny ramp, because there's supposed to be a little ramp that actually would attach. And the ramp would normally attach just on these points right here. If you notice, this is kind of indented here where it kind of goes down, because that's where the ramp portion would go if you wanted to drive down to the actual table. But most people didn't really use those. They would just like plug these all together, create a whole city, and they just drive them around on top of these. But the cool thing is they fold up like this, and bam, you can stick this in your pocket and take your toys with you everywhere you go. Now, I do not remember exactly what vehicle came with this, because I think this actually came with a truck very similar to this knockoff pickup truck, but it was a different pickup truck, I believe. Somebody's going to correct me in the comments down below about that, but I did have this set when I was a kid. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but this thing just really resonates with me because my dad used to work construction, and it's just something I really enjoyed. It just fit with what went on in my life, so you know, I kind of like that. And the cool thing is when you get this set, the set's all disassembled. Like this all disassembles. You literally are building a yard. Which is cool, because how often do you get to just build your toy before you get to play with it? I mean, unless you're doing Lego. It's got a lot of parts, but that's okay. So, first thing you'll do is you'll take this portion here, which is the, it's basically the elevator, the conveyor tower. Will actually plug onto this, but this will plug in. It's got two little posts, and all these stickers, by the way, you would have to apply. Even these, you actually had to apply these stickers when you did get the toy when it was brand new. I do remember that. Stickers was a big thing in the 80s. We loved doing stickers. Some of us did, some of us didn't. I happen to enjoy them, so. Anyway, you'll take this part right here, which is the base to the little office building, and it will just stick together, and it actually comes together just like this. It's got two little kind of a tongue and groove thing here, and the funny thing is you can't get it backward, because one side is actually further apart than the other, and I almost tried to put that on there the wrong way, so there it is. See, even fixing my mistakes is even as old as I am. These were made so that way a kid could do these on a whim when they're, you know, out with their grandparents' house, or they're bored and they want to go play in a, you know, I don't know, the park or something. Anyway, it's got these two posts here that go in these two little holes. go ahead. Okay. Bam. That's put together. Then you got this huge fence. This fence actually fits into the little grooves that are back here. You got like these 3 little teeth. Set back there, just like so. This will actually plug directly on. Obviously, the door only goes one way. And then you got the tower and the elevator, the conveyor. And the funny thing is the sticker is, I think, put on upside down on this one. So I tend to put it this direction. And then that just kind of fits all nice and snug in there just like that. Now this does have a play feature where you're supposed to be able to turn this and it just moves the conveyor. That's what it does. If you notice, it moves it pretty good. It's not terrible. It moves better going the other direction. I don't know why, but over time sometimes these belts are get a little warped. If you have one of these, it's kind of like not wanting to move much, you can probably put it in some hot water to kind of loosen it up a little bit, and then it would probably be just fine after it cools. I really don't suggest sticking them in anything else other than that. Really, when it comes to a lot of this older plastic like this, avoid cold. Cold does not go well with this older plastic at all. But if you notice, it's got a lot of cool details. It's got this JM here on the side. It's supposed to be JM Rock Quarry, which is cool. And what you would do is you would take a dump truck and drive a dump truck right into the little area right here. So that way it can actually dump the whatever contents that are being thrown in here. And say we parked the excavator here, and the excavator is filling up the this area here. It could be just moving rocks, or you could have a loader over here that's just kind of dropping rocks off or whatever, or you can actually have a dump truck come over here and just dump stuff, and then he's just moving this stuff back and forth, which is really neat. It's just so much you can do with this tiny little area. It's one thing I do love about this thing. It's got a lot of play value and such a lost toy art. This stuff is amazing, and I absolutely love it, and I love Micromachines in general. But if you guys are out there looking for these guys in the aftermarket, they're not too terrible to find, but just keep in mind a few little quirks. The biggest thing to look out for when it comes to these, and I've seen it gets broken, is sometimes the tabs that hold these pieces here together here in the back, and then sometimes the tower have a few beams that might actually snap off, or even maybe the teeth up here that holds the conveyor belt. So just little things like that you may have to be aware of, but to be honest, I really haven't seen a whole lot of these broken. If you do find those broken, that's usually the case. But anyway, this has been Plasticon. This has been a quick review of Micromachines Rock Quarry, and I'll see you guys around because I have plenty more coming your way. That's it for now. Bye!